Hey, how we doing, guys?
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. We had the insane reveal last week that we have a new Greg.
Yeah, and we were kind of taken aback by it, but it seems like from comments that everyone was kind of taken aback by it. I
Yeah.
like the fact that they, made references to it a little bit, like you always do in those situations.
Mhm.
Didn't they make a crack about Aunt Viv being different?
Yeah.
Once they recast
Yeah.
her.
When shows can be meta about it, it's a lot of fun. I think it
Yeah,
works better that way.
of course, to at least acknowledge the fact that look, we know it's a different actress. We're not saying you're stupid and wouldn't catch that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like show the audience a little respect.
When they cast when they recast a cast member,
Right.
do you like it when they cast somebody that looks completely different, or do you want it to be similar?
That's a really good question. It might actually be better to cast somebody that's not similar at all. Like Game of Thrones, when
I like that.
they recast people who look nothing like the
Yeah.
characters that they were playing, the previous actors who were playing them.
It helps you differentiate the person playing the character, right?
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and it does feel like a new character in many ways.
Sure. And it's not like they're trying to trick you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I feel like if you cast someone who looks, hey, we found an actor or an actress who looked really close. It's like,
Mhm.
well, that's not what we're going for.
It's like, that's not him.
I mean, how do soap operas do it? I know they recast
Plastic
all the
surgery.
time. Yeah, right. Yeah. That one's a good example of it. I think New Girl, right? I mean, it wasn't a recasting, but you had to bring in another character.
Sure.
So Coach leaves, Winston comes in, and it wasn't even remotely close
It's
to the
kind of a
same
recast though, because he's also an athlete,
right.
But you're right; it's a new character entirely.
Sure, yeah, it's not portrayed in the same way.
Yeah.
The basketball thing is just kind of like a throwaway thing, and obviously the personality's different. They let him run with it.
Mhm.
I think that Winston, as the character grew, is a totally different character than if Coach would have stayed on how his arc would have been. You know what I mean?
That, yeah.
They didn't just try to like
personality.
plug and play. Right? Yeah, absolutely.
But with new Greg, a lot of you guys on Patreon said that you do enjoy this guy's performance. Skylar,
I don't
can't
remember.
remember his last name, but
I'm sorry.
Sure we'll learn it.
Right. A lot of you mentioned a lot of his stage work that we're just not familiar with. And obviously, he's clearly a really talented guy. He's got a great voice. Yeah, of course.
I do want to see
Santino Fontana.
Fontana, yeah. So maybe we'll see him in something else down the road. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel.
Hello.
If you don't mind the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below, and please hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
Yeah. If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or are currently watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. If you'd like to see the next 4 episodes of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, they're up there already. You can just hop on over, join Patreon, and watch along with us on your own device.
And it's not just Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. We've done Binge Week the last 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of doing New Girl. We did Miss Maisel, and
by the end of next week, every one of our shows will be ahead on, which is good.
That's what I was searching for there.
Yeah, The Americans and West Wing, Mad Men. I mean, we're up on all of it. Yeah,
all of it.
So just as a little thank you to our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's review my penal code.
Motion to proceed with my motion.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, it's gonna be great.
An interesting way to intro it to show where her head's at as far as the 3 guys.
Yeah.
Your ex-fiance / roommate, and you stalked me. We could never be anything.
You slept with my dad.
That was, but it was so real too at the same time. Like I get where they were going with that, and I really liked it.
It's kind of why
But it's dark. It's showing that it's still dark.
It's kind of why I like Boogie Nights is because the bad acting they have to do
for
in the
sure.
movie.
Yes, it is.
Well, that
So
was
weird.
odd.
Yes, it was. Thank you,
that
Rebecca.
mean?
That was. That was a nice follow-up.
Oh, I need to get laid.
People's dads
No.
do not go to bars and take their son's ex-girlfriend to their 50 and over retirement community.
Okay,
We're
no
glad-
details, please. I don't like thinking about it.
I just can't get past it. It's super gross and upsetting.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about my exes. Move on from those same 3 people.
Yeah, you need someone new. But please, don't sleep with my dad, Rebecca.
With that guy Jason, I talked about him in New York.
The one who canceled on you last minute, that I'm sick excuse was clearly a lie.
That's what I thought too, but then he's actually been texting me. Oh, Jason, you are nice and single. And I know from my first date with him a couple years ago that he's not a murderer. And that's what I'm looking for right now.
Back on the Peloton.
Oh boy. There's a level of manic desperation to her behavior right now that I don't think is healthy. Oh, got the mustache. That's awesome.
Wow! Oh my God! What? Birthday?
It is a party to celebrate Bert's work anniversary.
How nice for Bert. Wow, and look at that lustrous facial hair.
You have a good day back? I'm nice now. I don't know if you heard that. It's a bummer you came on the birthday.
Yeah, I wish I had known.
I like Nathaniel now.
I like that he's trying.
He's trying. He's
It's-
failing terribly, but he's
It's
trying.
hilarious
Yeah,
to me. Like, I honestly wish that he was a bigger star of the show.
for sure.
So, I just pick these up and put them down, and pick these up and put them down, and that's how it works?
No sarcasm, Greg. It's Jim. No one will understand what you're saying.
You guys don't know each other.
They don't, do they?
No.
Wait,
They're both
no
in love with
way.
Rebecca?
You like
Yeah.
Space Jam? Oh, no. Oh, my God. What is wrong with me?
Oh, you know what it is.
Yeast?
Oh.
No, not tonight. Not tonight, please.
I just want to say that I am glad that I'm a man. I don't have to deal with this dilemma.
Yeah, you and I were completely clueless as to what's going on there until it was
Yeah.
spelled out pretty blatantly for
Yeah.
us.
Let me just say, that's a tough beat.
Yeah.
I'm Nathaniel. Oh, Greg. That's gross.
Yeah, sweaty. Why did we do that?
I'm not sure.
3 days. Just let's set another date in 3 days. I'm sure that's all it'll take to clear up my salty business. So,
Well, it's not up to me. It's up to this young lady right here. And I think she's old enough to choose who she wants to spend her weekends with.
I
Hey,
don't
Bert.
want to disappoint either of you.
oh, thank you for going to the drugstore for me.
That
I'm
was
so
nice.
uncomfortable.
It
I
was.
can barely walk. It's just chafe, burn.
It's no problem.
All right, results in 1 to 7 days. No. My date's in 3 days. I need my piggies to be all healed up by then. Double down. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Can
You're
you
going to
go get me
overcorrect
another
and throw up
box
your
of this?
pH balances. Come on, don't do this.
Hey, this whole working out thing's actually making me feel a lot better.
About what?
Good.
What's your damage anyway? I mean, clearly you want to talk about it, and I'm nice now, so.
God, women can't say adages about them anymore.
No, you can't. All right, see ya.
Hey, I'm kind of digging this gym thing, and I think I actually met a new friend.
What? Come on. See, gyms are great. Oh no, what have I done?
Just stay out of it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
No
fine.
big deal.
Daniel just became a nice person. This could push him straight back to doucheville. And Greg is sober now, and he's very fragile. So hard for both of them to make new guy friends. Ugh, straight people are so tragic.
Babe, just introduce them.
Better down there?
So much. I was in such a hurry to get better. I kind of blitzkrieged the entire infection. So not only did double ointment, but I also did some home remedies like this underwear keeps messing up the line of my dress. You know what?
She's going without underwear on
What
a
are you
night that
doing?
everything's
I'm not
going
gonna
wrong
wear the
there.
dress.
What's wrong?
Oh, no.
You need to ask yourself that. There is a terrible smell.
No. Oh, I smell it too. Oh, that's bad. It smells worse than the wedged-in plot device of the Heaviside layer.
We're going out for dinner. Did you make a tuna casserole?
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, Valencia. Will you
I-
please entertain my guest
Oh
and
my
maybe open
god.
some windows?
Oh my
Okay.
god. I'm still a little shocked they're using cats. Is the analogy here? It's kinda funny.
That makes sense, yeah.
Did she pan fry some trout? Is that what
Oh
it
my
is?
god, stop!
No, it's not a river fish.
Try some trout.
Can't put my finger on it.
Thank you, Bert.
Cheers,
That's actually really good at Bert. That's actually good problem solving.
Oh, hey, guys. How about this? I'm taking everyone to Disneyland. Right now, except for Bert, of course.
Maybe you can wait until it's your time. This is my time.
That's really
Trigger
adult
alert.
of you, Bert.
I know what's going on here. Let's not fight over these folks. These are good people, and they can care about both of us. Let's not force them to make a choice.
Sorry, I'm not feeling well, Valencia. Can you show Jason out, please?
All right, it's time to move on.
Wait, whoa.
It's now.
It's time to move on.
What?
We still own the building, but we can never sell it or reopen it because of all these new zoning laws. I don't even know where to start with addressing that.
Dude, I eat local zoning restrictions for lunch.
Really? You would help me? I mean, how much do you cost, though? You seem expensive.
I am. Okay, I'm gonna tell
Chill,
him. I'm gonna
man.
walk right
It's
up to him. I'm
okay.
gonna rip the Band-Aid off. I'm gonna tell him the truth.
Why?
We're all gonna laugh about
don't do this.
It's gonna
Do
be
not do
hilarious.
this.
We'll laugh.
Stay out of it, man.
Glad.
Well, if you like him, then text him. Tell him the truth. He sent you
He
a
sent
picture
you a
of
picture.
himself pooping. What's
Thing,
going on
right?
with you
Yeah.
is not grosser than that.
If you're still down after reading this text message, I would like to hang out very much. Respectfully yours, Rebecca Norabunch. And sent. He said, that's cool. Let's hang out tonight. My mom's a gyno, NBD. I'll bring over a room spray, put on some thick sweats.
You have cost me the love and the cherishment of my loved ones.
Cherishment, not a word.
My professional family. You've ruined everything. And
Wow.
That
I was not expecting that.
enough.
Father Bra, it's so cool you do work.
Straight Father Bra, yeah.
Yeah, in this economic climate, I can't afford to not diversify. I think you can see the toll this is taking on your employees. Can you put aside your personal differences and your facial hair resentments for a moment?
He's wearing the same suit.
He's right. I've been terrible. We're hurting people we care about. I'm sorry.
Glad I met you. It's really hard to make a new friend, and it's been great to take my mind off my personal life. Oh, how about you tell your ex that you've changed, and I'll tell mine I can't stop thinking about her.
When?
Now. Yeah.
I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? I didn't do
Why
anything
just
wrong.
who just shows up at their
Don't just show up at their ex's house, yeah.
I've never even met Rebecca. That Greg. Wait. You're that jerk real estate dude she dated? Yep.
You know, these two could just be adults, and like we both dated the same girl in the past.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And that's it.
What are you guys doing here?
I wanted to talk to you.
I also wanted to talk to you.
Okay, about what?
I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, me too.
Also me.
God, women are the future.
Wait, guys.
You know what? Honestly,
Sorry,
none of
Bex.
this is on her.
No,
I was
Not
trying to
one
save
bit of
you from
this.
the cats.
All she was trying to do was move on with her life.
I know.
On a date.
I know. Don't ever. Who shows up at their ex's house unannounced?
Never. I would expect something to go wrong.
You want to talk to them? Send a text.
Yeah,
They don't respond. Let it go.
that's it right there.
Okay, so wait. All of your exes showed up
Yeah.
on your doorstep. Are they still into you?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
Oh,
Now, there was a lot going on there.
yeah. A lot going on there. Oh, the title for that Netflix thing we just clicked. Kids, babe. Anyways, a lot going on there, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow. We can't talk about half of it. We just can't talk about half of it.
Yeah, this might
Nor
be.
should we.
This might be a short YouTube edit.
Yeah. Yep. You know what? Still hilarious.
No, it was. It was a lot of fun. This is the first time we've had an episode of this show. What are we, like 50 episodes in now?
Yeah, or something like that.
And none of the regular cast sang. All the singers were were guest actors.
It was. You know, I wonder if it's one of those things where it's like, we don't have to sing about today. Like when they're writing it, it's like we don't know what to sing about. So let's
I just feel like they change it up. I just think it was a change up episode.
Sure.
Let's do one where none of our regular cast sings. Let's bring in all guest singers.
But I think it keeps it fresh. They don't.
Sure, absolutely.
They don't shoehorn the cast members in to sing a song
Completely.
Like I think I don't want to say a lazier version, but like a lesser version would have had Nathaniel, Josh, and Greg be the cats.
Sure.
You know, so the fact that cats actually like singers and stuff, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I do agree. I do like that. Yeah, this is an episode where the dudes were all wrong and Rebecca was completely right the whole way through. Her behavior, while over the top, of course, because that's how she's wired, wasn't unjustifiable in any way.
No,
she wasn't,
and it wasn't that over the top. I mean,
no. I mean, she lied a little bit because she was embarrassed. It's a natural lie to tell.
That
it's
is
not
a justifiable lie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's you see why she did it. It's not one where you're like, how dare you? You're a bad person for that.
Totally.
Not at all. She was embarrassed over something really personal, so she, something popped in her head to get herself out of it. It was a defense mechanism, and it wasn't a bad one.
And even earlier when I said that like he overshared, so you don't have to. If you're comfortable lying about that, totally cool. You know what I mean? It's not his business.
Yeah, but you're completely right though. The guys just deciding to show up at her house is
crazy.
Not okay.
Nuts.
Hey, I got an idea.
That's some stalker stuff.
Let's just pop out of our ex-girlfriend's house, who we haven't talked to in who knows how long, and assume that she's just sitting there by herself, wanting to talk to us.
Yeah, that's borderline stalker.
Well, it's crappy because the odds that she was doing something that she didn't want you involved with, it didn't even have to be a date, which it was, but it could have been.
Do you think Jason is done?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He had two of the funniest lines of the episode, though.
Oh,
Ryan Trout one killed me,
and the women of the future.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was because it was so vapid.
I like how it culminated in Valencia and Rebecca's comments.
Yeah,
that was funny because we had a couple different ones with women, and they like say something nice about them.
Right? Yeah, they like we can't go there.
Yeah, but women can, and
right?
They should.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But yeah, that there's about the first half of that episode.
My jaw was on the ground. I was like, what is happening?
Sometimes there are issues over which I don't have strongly held opinions, and that was one of them.
And I'm glad I don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad I was born in the body that I was born in, that way.
Right. But yeah,
and I sympathize. I really do.
Yeah, of course. I think it's safe to say that the writers' room was strongly led by the ladies in the writers' room in this episode. I felt like Rachel Bloom had a lot to do with the writing of this episode.
I know
and it
for
wasn't a
fact-
dude writing it. Yeah,
I know for a fact they were dying laughing, and
Oh,
the men,
for sure.
the men writers probably like, okay.
kind of like what we were like. Wait, what?
They're like,
Okay.
"Oh, sure.
I mean, we're along on the ride, but
Yeah.
we are scared to say anything.
Is this funny?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Also,
I'm scared to talk.
the Father Bra bit was hilarious too.
Oh my god, what did he say back to her when she hit on him?
Don't do this.
Yeah, hey, let's don't do this.
Don't do this. That was so great.
Yeah, it was.
Father Bra is always a great addition to the cast.
Well, he's in the writers' room too. I wonder how
Yeah.
you kind of felt like about the direction this episode took.
So
He's like, you guys do this first half, but I'm going to come in and do my thing at
turns
the
out
end.
it was his idea.
Yeah, right. But no, I like the fact that, like I said, this is a different payoff. This is a payoff season, right?
Yeah.
And we've gotten to the point now where when things are going wrong, it's not always Rebecca. You know what I mean? We're way past that, and now it's just like Rebecca's just trying to have a life outside of these three guys and move on, and they won't let her at this point.
She really got their hooks in them, didn't she? I mean,
Yeah.
Not intentionally, probably, but it kind of speaks to her character as a person. Like she, aside from all the bad things she did,
Right.
she does have amazing qualities. And the
She
fact that
does.
I think the person she hurt the worst, well, I was going to say it was Josh, but
I was going to say Nathaniel.
well, realistically, it's Greg.
Yeah, probably he like moved away.
Yeah, and the whole even when he was gone, the whole
Right.
like, Marco situation.
Yeah, that's messed up.
But the fact that Josh can reconcile with her,
Right.
because I mean she was pretty terrible to Josh. I mean,
Yeah,
let's
no,
face
she
it,
was horrible
she was
to
pretty
Josh.
bad. He was bad too.
Yeah.
But the fact that they can put that beside them and live platonically is cool. The Nathaniel thing, I mean, Nathaniel was pretty bad.
Yeah, he was.
He was pretty detestable. He really was.
Right.
He was in a relationship. What was it, like 6 months to a year?
8. Yeah, it was over at least 8 months.
Because
Yeah.
the pregnancy, yeah,
Right.
and just cheated the entire time.
The whole time. Right.
know, and
Yeah, right.
And
He
she
shouldn't.
feels
Yeah.
that. But with the Greg thing, it's like, look, she needs to have a separate conversation about Nathaniel and Greg. I think Nathaniel is better off without her. I love Nathaniel so much. And at
Right.
one point in time, I was rooting they would end up together. I really was.
I was too.
But I don't think that that's healthy.
No, and I like the journey that he's on. Sans
Me
the dumb decision to just go to her house.
I
But
do too.
other than that, I like the journey he's been on of trying to be a better person.
Yeah.
And I think that's all you can ask of somebody.
Absolutely.
Here are my flaws. Here are my shortcomings. I'm gonna earnestly try to be a better person, and he clearly is.
Yeah, and I really hope he stays friends with Greg. I like it when Nathaniel is weaved in with the other cast members. Like the episode with him and White Josh working out was amazing.
Sure.
This was an amazing episode too with him and Greg, broing
Right.
down. I like that, and I want to see more of that. If that is not a thing going forward, I get it.
Yeah, I still don't think White Josh had anything to feel bad about.
No.
All he did was took a guy to the gym. Hey man, go work out. You'll
I know.
feel better, and it was working. Then two guys randomly started hanging out. That's not on him.
I did like the bit at the end. He's like, "Oh yeah, Nathaniel, Greg, Nathaniel." That was funny.
Oh, we've already done that. Yeah, I kind of like where Rebecca's at here.
I do too. And honestly, going forward, I hope that we continue this healthy behavior. I don't want to see. Look, I know it's probably going to happen in some capacity. I just don't want to see her backslide. I really don't.
Oh, of course it is. It has to.
Yeah. I mean, we are
But it did not in this episode, really.
well pretty far along.
Yeah,
we're halfway through it.
Yeah, we've got like 8 or 10 episodes left till we're done with the series.
They got something up their sleeves.
Of course. I think the most growing up at this point probably needs to come from Nathaniel and Greg. Honestly, back to the way they behave there. But
Yeah, a little bit of Josh too. He needs to find his own place. That's a funny bit. Like I love that he can't live.
they
alone.
can't live alone. Yeah,
It's a really funny bit.
it's also weird that he's walking around in those underwear. That's weird, right? Like that's weird.
If you lived alone, no, but
If you lived alone, if you lived with another, platonic friend,
Sure.
like another dude,
Yeah.
still weird. Like that's still weird.
My buddies and I, when we were in college, that's one thing. Yeah, to be in like,
Right.
like it's kind of a funny picture actually. I was in the kitchen making food, bacon actually. In my underwear, everybody walks in his underwear. He's like, "Sup, is there coffee?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's in there." That's a guy thing, though. I don't know. When you're living with a woman, you have to be, I don't know, especially if it's a platonic situation.
If it's an ex,
exactly.
An
Little
ex is
discretion, man.
weirder,
Come on,
right?
Discretion.
Well, like he walked out and acted like it was no big deal, and it was 2 of his exes
Okay.
standing there talking.
The cats situation, like
Right.
if he runs out like in the middle of the night with a bat to get the cats off the porch, that's one thing.
Right.
It's frantic, but like just in the morning, he's like, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, Valencia. Hey, Rebecca. I'm like, dude, put some clothes on.
It's innocent because he's unaware.
That's what it comes down to. Is
Yeah.
it was Josh is completely unaware of what's the context of everything,
And
of
it
the
kinda
social norms.
makes him more childish.
Yeah, he's a lovable idiot.
But we do love Josh.
We do. All right, we'll catch you in the next one, guys. See ya.